The sad one we would want to be doing today is about the fight against illegal mining. All stakeholders are doing their part. The Environmental Protection Agency has embarked on an exercise to ensure that the needed thing is done. But this sad one, a team of three journalists, let me put it that way, accompanying the Environmental Protection Agency, EPA, on an illegal mining mission was involved in a serious road accident in the Ashanti region. I'm reading from the citynewsroom.com portal. The operation, which targeted illegal mining sites around Obuasi, reportedly took a violent turn after the team was attacked by a group of miners in Dajinin, a community near Obuasi. So under intense pressure, the EPA officers and journalists were forced to retreat for safety. However, a convoy, or as the convoy made its way through Afari, the situation worsened when one of the vehicles was involved in an accident, leaving several occupants injured. Two journalists were said to be in critical condition following the crash. Among those caught up in the incident were Ibrahim Abubakar, the Ashanti regional correspondent for Media
General.
Media General, Media General, who fortunately escaped serious harms. Another one, too, there's a reporter from Adom News, this multimedia, I think, was part of the team. So this is a very sad one that has really come in a bit to fight illegal mining, and also journalists putting their lives on the line to bring us the stories that are needed to be told so far as we are fighting illegal mining in the country, among other things. A very sad one there, but we want to engage our Middle Belt Bureau Chief, Hafiz Tijani, who would also be giving us update of whatever is happening when this issue comes in. A number of journalists were part. So Doris Longta, who is here with us at ChannelOne TV, and CTFM, also who reports from the Ashanti region, we understand was also involved in that accident or road crash. So Hafiz Tijani will be telling us what happened, sharing us details of the entire story and what the current situation is when it comes to the health of these journalists. So Hafiz, good morning. Good morning, Hafiz.
Good morning, Philip.
Yes, I trust you are doing well, Hafiz.
Yeah, good morning, Philip.
Yeah, I trust you are doing well.
Yeah, I'm well.
Okay.
Thanks for asking.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I'm well.
Okay, let's start with this. Tell us what really happened before this road crash happened.
All right, so we know on Wednesday the EPA began an operation around the Anyankwanta area within the Obuasi, within the Bekwai municipality. So they succeeded in closing down some of the Chinese warehouses or warehouses belonging to Chinese nationals that were selling chamfan machines and other equipment used for illegal mining. And we know about the ban on some of these equipment, and the EPA went to this area to enforce the ban. So they discovered that most of the areas or the warehouses who were trading in these chamfan machines were doing it the blind side of the EPA and other authorities, and most of them didn't have the license to operate or sell such equipment. So they paraded themselves as people who were selling spare parts. So they used the equipment they hid the equipment at the warehouses and were selling them to the illegal miners. So when the EPA went there on Wednesday, they clamped down on the activities and they succeeded in shutting down most of the warehouses. There are about 19 of the warehouses around the Anyankwanta area. So the EPA yesterday, Thursday, proceeded to continue with this operation And this time around, they also wanted to check at some of the areas they were going to be the kind of devastation the illegal miners have caused to the environment, and also to look at how they can reclaim the land. So on their way, they stopped around that within Obuasi area, and then saw that some people were engaging in illegal mining activity. So they went there to engage with the people. So when they called them, some of them bolted. They thought they were going to arrest them because they were in the company of security persons, were also part of the team with the EPA. So when they approached the people ran away. So they burned some equipment with an excavator. An excavator was also burned. Then the other people in the community said that there was another illegal mining site in that community. So the team proceeded to that area. And later, the people who got or whose equipment were burnt then came around. The man, we are told, whose excavator was burnt, tried to move some heated argument. So at that time, the EPA officials and the team were trying to engage with the other communities where illegal mining was going on, and then they tried to tell them that they should try and cover the land in terms of reclamation. So they began exchanging contacts, and they wanted to know the way forward, how they were going to do the reclamation. Then this team popped up, and they were hurling insults on the officials, and it was very, very, very heated. And then, sensing danger, the EPA officials had to leave the place with the media team they were moving with. Then one of the furious miners threw pelted stones pointing to the vehicle, in the direction of the vehicle, the convoy of the EPA and the team. But it didn't hit anyone. So later, the security officials who were there told them that because of the nature of the issue, so they don't advise that they should use the same community back to Kumasi, because they were coming back to Kumasi after the exercise. So they had to use Iron Free. Then they went through Bibiani and came to Nkawie. So upon reaching the Nkawie Aferi area, there's this speed ramp, and the convoy, there were 3 vehicles in front and the media vehicle also at the back. So another vehicle joined in the convoy, which was not part of the convoy arrangement. Then the driver also wanted to swerve and then follow the normal convoy. Then there was a head-on collision, and we had 2 EPA officials plus a driver. We had a journalist from TV3, Ibrahim Abubakar. We had Doris Lonta, our own, with ChannelOne TV and CTFM. We had also Joseph Adai with multimedia. We had also Akwesi Adumako from multimedia. He's a camera technician. And we had also Nanaya Ojima with multimedia. So the 4 of the journalists with the EPA, the 2 EPA officials, were rushed to, all of them were rushed to the Aferi Community Hospital, because that was the very close, the nearest health facility around the area, very close to the scene. So they were rushed. Akosi Adumako, who is with the multimedia, the camera technician, his thigh, we are told, had some dislocation. So he was referred to the Konfo-Anokye Teaching Hospital, where we are told that a surgery has been done as of yesterday, when he was being treated by medics at the Konfo-Anokye Teaching Hospital. And currently he's also on admission. So Doris Lonta, Ibrahim Abubakar, the other 2 journalists from multimedia, Nanaya Ojima and Joseph Adai, are also still at the Aferi Community Hospital with the other 2 EPA officials.
Wow, this is rather sad as we are trying to fight illegal mining. But what has been the comment from the EPA itself after the incident happened? We know that Professor Nanama Kluche, Brown Kluche, was she with the team when this happened, and what was her initial comment?
Well, I must, Philip, I must commend the EPA officials led by its chief executive. She played a very active role in ensuring that our colleagues are safe. She was into the back and forth trying to ensure that all of them are safe, because she traveled with them and she was ensuring that they are all safe. So even when I called later, Doris' phone was with her and she had to calm me down. She told me that Doris was doing fine. She was undergoing treatment. But the EP officials, they've really done a yeoman's job, and they had ensured that the necessary care was given to our colleagues. And this morning, we are told they are going back to the hospital. Yesterday, I was with my team and we visited the hospital. We visited all of them and they are doing fine and they are all responding to treatment. Philip.
All right, so talking about you going to the hospital, I mean, what is the level of what level of, harm or damage was done to them? Hello?
Okay, so due to, because of the nature of the
Yeah.
accident, so our colleague had, Doris Lanta had some bruises, some minor bruises on her body. She also suffered some hits on the shoulder level. So yesterday, the doctors had to do a scan. They had to do an X-ray, and the other TV3 journalist, he was complaining about his chest and his head, and the other multimedia journalist, he had a bandage on his head. And this morning when I their condition, he was also complaining also about the leg. But Nanaya Ojima is also doing fine. He was also complaining about some body pains, but we are not able to visit the other journalist who was referred, or the other camera technician who was referred to the Konfanochi Teaching Hospital due to his condition. And but I made calls to the Konfanochi Teaching Hospital, and I was told he was also responding to treatment.
Right.
So as we speak now, the exercise has come to a halt, and can you confirm that for us? And from what you've picked up from the EPA, does it mean that the exercise may not go on again in the Ashanti region until these individuals are fully recovered?
Yes, exactly so. Because it was supposed to be a 2-day exercise, so they began on Wednesday, and it was very successful. And yesterday they continued, and this unfortunate incident happened. So the EPA officials, for now, their aim is to get our colleagues back on their feet, and that is what they want to do. So they are putting measures in place, they told me.
Hafiz, thank you so much for your time. We are grateful, and at least he's allayed all the fears that we have here at ChannelOne TV and also City FM and also other media houses concerning the correspondence that follows the Environmental Protection Authority, that is the Chief Executive Officer, and other officials to embark on an exercise that was to ensure that we win the fight against illegal mining. This is a fight we are all hoping to win. And it tells you out there that we are all doing our part to ensure that the needed thing is done. Every individual is part of it to ensure that at least the fight against illegal mining is won. Chris, I'm excited in a way. Reason is, though the incident happened, they are responding to treatment, they are alive, and we are grateful to God.
Yeah, yeah, I'm also excited about that, and we're thankful for that. But you see, this also shows us that um, this fight is not an easy fight.
Yeah, it's not an easy fight
Anything
at
can
all,
happen. So anything could have happened to them. So the fight continues.
Yeah,
At the end of
yeah,
the fight continues, and then if there was no Galamsey, our people would not be put into risks like
Of
this.
course. And also the EPA wouldn't have gone round.
Yes.
And also maybe the kind of places they would have gone, people trying to force them out, attacks and all that for people, drivers to drive in a particular way and all that. It wouldn't happen. So please and please and please and please again, as we are pushing the fight here and we are also pushing that it should be won, maybe we should do the needed thing, what is needful, so we don't get people in situations that will affect their business, will affect their lives, and our lives are on the line and our lives are at risk and all that. So please and please again, a good job from the EPA boss, and we will say that we will continue keeping our eyes on this story and how it's going to go. And I would say we thank God at least for the lives of these journalists and also the EPA officials who escaped that incident.